a scary story about Chernobyl and Chernobyl monsters. Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most eerie and mysterious places on Earth, Chernobyl. A place frozen in time, shrouded in shadows, and teeming with stories that send shivers down your spine. From the abandoned streets of Pripyat to the depths of the exclusion zone, legends of strange creatures and unexplained phenomena have captured imaginations worldwide. Whether you're a fan of the paranormal, a history buff, or just love a good thrill, this story is for you. So grab a seat, maybe turn on a light or two, and join me as we explore the chilling tales of Chernobyl and the monsters that lurk within. Ready to step into the shadows? Let's get started. First, let's set the stage with a bit of history. In the early hours of April 26, 1986, the world witnessed one of the most catastrophic nuclear accidents ever recorded. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant's reactor number 4 exploded during a safety test that went horribly wrong. The blast released massive amounts of radioactive material into the atmosphere, affecting millions of people and contaminating vast areas across Europe. The immediate aftermath was chaotic. The nearby city of Pripyat, once a bustling town home to nearly 50,000 residents, was evacuated in just a few hours. People left their homes, belongings, and lives behind, expecting to return in a few days. Little did they know, they would never see their homes again. An exclusion zone spanning over 1,000 square miles was established to prevent exposure to harmful radiation levels. Over time, nature began to reclaim the abandoned buildings, amusement parks, schools, and hospitals. The once vibrant city transformed into a haunting ghost town frozen in time. The long-term environmental and health effects were devastating. Increased cases of cancer, birth defects, and other illnesses were reported in the affected regions. The disaster not only had physical impacts, but also psychological ones, leaving deep scars on the memories of those who lived through it. But amidst the tragedy, whispers of something else began to circulate. Stories of strange sightings, mutated creatures, and unexplained occurrences started to emerge from the depths of the exclusion zone. These tales would lay the groundwork for the legends and myths that we're about to explore. Over the years, the exclusion zone has become a breeding ground for eerie legends and spine-chilling myths. Locals and visitors alike have shared accounts of shadowy figures darting between trees, eerie lights flickering in abandoned buildings, and whispers echoing through empty streets. One of the most enduring tales speaks of the Blackbird of Chernobyl, a mysterious creature resembling a large dark bird with a 20-foot wingspan and piercing red eyes. Witnesses claimed it appeared before the disaster, acting as an omen of the impending catastrophe. Another chilling legend is that of the Chernobyl monster, a creature born from the radiation, said to roam the forests with unnatural features and abilities. Some say it's a mutated animal, others believe it's something not of this world. These myths have evolved over time, blending folklore with the mysteries of radiation's impact on nature. Fueled by fear and the unknown, they've become an integral part of Chernobyl's haunting legacy. And now, these tales set the stage for our story. Imagine stepping into a world where time has stood still for decades. The silence is deafening, broken only by the rustling of leaves and the distant creak of decaying structures. Vines and trees have overtaken buildings, and nature has firmly reclaimed what was once a thriving community. You walk through deserted streets lined with empty apartment blocks, their windows like hollow eyes staring back at you. The Ferris wheel in the amusement park stands eerily still, a haunting reminder of joy frozen in time. School classrooms remain with open textbooks on desks, and personal belongings lie scattered, as if their owners might return at any moment. The air is thick with a sense of melancholy and unease. Every step you take echoes, amplifying the feeling that you're being watched. Shadows play tricks on your eyes, and the line between reality and imagination begins to blur. This is the world where our story unfolds, a place where the past lingers and the laws of nature seem altered. The atmosphere is charged with a mysterious energy, and it's here that our characters will face their deepest fears. Let me introduce you to our group of explorers. Alex, a seasoned urban explorer with a knack for finding beauty in decay. He's been to abandoned sites all over the world, but has always had Chernobyl at the top of his list. Mia, a wildlife biologist fascinated by how nature adapts to extreme environments. She's here to study the flora and fauna within the exclusion zone. Sam, a videographer and thrill-seeker looking to capture unique footage for his documentary channel. He's all about pushing boundaries and isn't easily scared. Elena, a local guide who knows the exclusion zone like the back of her hand. Her parents were among those evacuated, and she's returned to uncover the secrets hidden within her family's past. The group comes together with different goals but a shared curiosity. They set out to explore the deepest parts of the zone, beyond the typical tourist paths. Their dynamics are a mix of excitement, skepticism, and underlying tension. While Alex and Sam are eager to delve in, Mia is cautious, and Elena harbors secrets she's not ready to share. Together, they embark on a journey that will test their limits, challenge their beliefs, and uncover truths that some would prefer remain buried. As the group ventures deeper into the exclusion zone, they begin to notice oddities. Mia's radiation detector starts giving inconsistent readings, spikes where there shouldn't be any, and complete nulls in hotspots. One evening, as they set up camp near the edge of the red forest, Sam spots fleeting shadows darting between the trees through his camera lens. Initially, he brushes it off as wildlife, but the movements seem too deliberate, almost human. While exploring an abandoned hospital, Alex hears whispers echoing down the corridors. At first, he thinks it's the wind, but the soft murmurs sound like voices speaking in hushed tones. When he mentions it to the group, they chalk it up to his imagination. Elena grows increasingly uneasy. She insists they stick to the planned route, but her eyes betray a hint of fear. She warns them about the dangers of wandering off, mentioning that some areas are not meant to be disturbed. The tension among the group rises. Small disagreements escalate, and an undercurrent of paranoia begins to take hold. Their equipment starts malfunctioning, batteries draining rapidly, compasses spinning aimlessly. One night, they awaken to strange noises outside their tents, a mix of distant howls and unrecognizable sounds that send chills down their spines. The darkness feels heavier, and the sensation that they're not alone becomes impossible to ignore. These unexplained events chip away at their rational explanations, and the line between reality and myth starts to blur. Something is watching them, following their every move, and it's only a matter of time before they come face to face with the unknown. On the fourth day, while navigating through a dilapidated industrial area, the group stumbles upon a massive, overgrown facility not marked on any of their maps. Drawn by curiosity, they decide to investigate. Inside, the air is thick with decay. Rusted machinery looms in the shadows, and strange symbols are etched onto the walls. As they venture further, they come across a large chamber with rows of empty glass tanks, some shattered, others cracked, with remnants of unknown substances. Suddenly, a loud crash echoes from the corridor they came from. The group freezes. Alex shines his flashlight toward the source, revealing nothing but darkness. Then a pair of glowing eyes appears in the distance, followed by another and another. Emerging from the shadows are creatures unlike anything they've ever seen. Tall, gaunt figures with elongated limbs and skin that seems to shimmer under the dim light. Their movements are unsettlingly smooth, and they emit a low, resonant hum. Panic sets in. Sam frantically records the encounter, while Mia tries to rationalize what they're seeing, muttering about possible mutations in the wildlife. Elena's face pales as she whispers, "They shouldn't be here. We need to leave." Now, the creatures begin to advance. One reaches out with a spindly arm, its fingers tapering into sharp points. The group bolts, sprinting back through the maze of corridors, the monsters in pursuit. The facility becomes a labyrinth as doors that were once open are now sealed shut. In their frantic escape, they become separated. Alex and Mia find themselves in a dead-end room, the door jammed behind them. The hum of the creatures grows louder as they approach. Just when all seems lost, a hidden panel slides open, and Elena pulls them through, leading them to an escape route. Reunited with Sam outside, they catch their breath, but the realization hits them hard. These monsters are real, and they're not confined to the facility. The creatures linger at the building's entrance, watching but not crossing the threshold. They're protecting something, Mia deduces. But what? Elena confesses that there are secrets buried in Chernobyl that even she doesn't fully understand. The group must decide whether to flee and forget what they've seen or confront the mystery head-on. Determined to find answers, the group agrees to delve deeper. Elena reveals that she found her father's old journal hidden among her family's belongings, containing cryptic entries about secret experiments conducted in the exclusion zone. It hints at attempts to harness radiation to accelerate evolution, creating new forms of life. Using clues from the journal, they set out to find the main research center, hoping to uncover evidence and perhaps a way to stop whatever is happening. Along the way, they navigate treacherous terrain, avoid patrols, and face the constant threat of the monsters. Inside the research center, they uncover a horrifying truth. Records and video logs detail experiments on humans and animals, exposing them to intense radiation levels to induce mutations. The scientists played God, disregarding ethical boundaries in pursuit of weaponizing these mutations. They find a chamber labeled Project Prometheus. Inside are incubation pods, some still active. Monitoring equipment shows signs of life within. Mia realizes that the creatures aren't just mutated beings. They're engineered, designed to adapt and survive in the harshest environments. As they dig deeper, they discover that the project was never shut down. An automated system continues to operate, nurturing these creatures, possibly even directing their actions. The facility is powered by a self-sustaining reactor, hidden from the world. Moral dilemmas arise. Alex argues that they need to expose this to the world to prevent further atrocities. Sam sees an opportunity for groundbreaking footage that could propel his career, but grapples with the ethics of exploiting such a discovery. Elena is conflicted, feeling responsible for bringing them into danger and torn between uncovering the truth and the fear of unleashing something uncontrollable. Suddenly, an alarm blares. Their presence has triggered a security protocol. Doors begin to lock down, and a recorded voice announces containment procedures. The creatures are now inside the facility, drawn by the disturbance. The group must act quickly. They decide to shut down the reactor, hoping it will disable the facility and halt the production of these beings. Mia and Alex head to the control room while Sam and Elena attempt to distract the creatures. Time is running out, and the weight of their choices presses heavily upon them. They've stumbled upon a secret that challenges their understanding of right and wrong, nature and manipulation, survival and sacrifice. With the facility in lockdown, the group splits up. Mia and Alex race to the control room, navigating through dark corridors as emergency lights flicker ominously. Sam and Elena set traps and create diversions, using whatever they can find to slow down the approaching creatures. In the control room, Mia frantically searches the consoles, attempting to decipher the complex systems. There must be a manual override, she insists. Alex keeps watch, flashlights sweeping over the room, his nerves on edge. Meanwhile, Sam and Elena find themselves cornered in a central atrium. The creatures surround them, their hum intensifying. Sam ignites a flare, momentarily startling the monsters. "We can't keep this up forever," he shouts. Back in the control room, Mia locates the reactor's shutdown sequence. "I can initiate a meltdown," she says. "It will destroy the facility and hopefully the creatures, but we need to get out fast." Alex hesitates but agrees. They communicate the plan to Sam and Elena over walkie-talkies. "You've got 5 minutes to get to the extraction point," Alex warns. The countdown begins. As they make their escape, the facility starts to shake. Pipes burst, steam hisses, and fires break out. The environment turns chaotic. The creatures become more aggressive, sensing the imminent threat. Sam and Elena fight their way through, but a collapsing beam separates them. Elena urges Sam to keep going. "I'll find another way," she promises. Reluctantly, Sam pushes forward. Mia and Alex reach the exit but refuse to leave without the others. The ground rumbles beneath them. Time is running out. Just then, Sam emerges, breathless and alone. "Where's Elena?" Mia asks urgently. Sam shakes his head, guilt etched on his face. Determined not to abandon their friend, Alex rushes back into the facility. Mia and Sam are torn but follow. The trio navigates the crumbling structure, calling out for Elena. In the heart of the facility, they find her trapped under debris, injured but alive. Working together, they free her, but their path out is blocked. The only escape is through the lower levels, which are flooding with water and radiation. With no other choice, they press on, battling both the environment and the relentless creatures. Sacrifices are made, Sam uses the last of his strength to hold off the monsters, telling the others to go. "Tell the world our story," he says before disappearing into the darkness. Finally, the survivors reach the surface as the facility implodes behind them. Exhausted and traumatized, they watch as the ground swallows the horrors below. The night is silent once more, but they've emerged, forever changed. Back in the safety of the outside world, Alex, Mia, and Elena grapple with the weight of their experiences. They debate whether to share what they've discovered. Exposing the truth could have profound consequences, but might also bring them unwanted attention or disbelief. Elena decides to use her connections to discreetly alert trustworthy authorities. Mia compiles the evidence they've gathered, while Alex documents their journey, careful to honor Sam's memory. In the days that follow, strange reports emerge about seismic activity in the exclusion zone, but no mention of the facility or the creatures. It's as if their ordeal never happened. The trio parts ways, each carrying the scars of their adventure. Mia returns to her research, now with a deeper understanding of nature's resilience. Alex continues exploring, but with a newfound respect for the unseen. Elena remains determined to uncover more about her family's connection to the zone. As they move forward, the unanswered questions linger. Were the creatures truly destroyed? Is the project really over? The uncertainty leaves an open-ended mystery, a haunting reminder that some secrets of Chernobyl remain buried in the shadows. And so our journey into the heart of Chernobyl comes to an end. This tale, weaving together history, myth, and imagination, reminds us of the profound impact one event can have on people and places. It speaks to humanity's constant quest for knowledge and the dangers that can accompany unchecked ambition. Chernobyl stands not just as a site of tragedy, but also of resilience and reflection. The stories that emerge from its depths, real or fictional, urge us to consider the relationship between humanity and nature, the ethical boundaries of science, and the lingering shadows of our past actions. As you ponder this story, perhaps you'll feel inspired to learn more about Chernobyl's real history and the lessons it continues to teach us. Thank you for joining me on this eerie adventure. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling content. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or any topics you'd like me to explore next. Thanks for watching.